show himself more than capable of winning any match at any level. You heard that from Mark Boyle there, so this should be a very, very tasty tie on its own merit. And Ross Fernie is going to step up to break in the first frame of set number 1. And he's got a few balls down.
At the top table.
And a huge chance for Ross Fernie here in the first frame. This is the kind of break you want, guys. I mean, I know most people watching at home are pool players themselves. They love playing the game, whether it be at the highest level, whether it's just local league stuff. But in your first frame of any tournament, any match, I think the one thing you want is a huge break, and Ross Fernie has got an absolute monster break there in the opening match, the opening frame of the opening set. Welcome back, Mark.
Thanks, Stephen. Thanks for holding the fort for us, and really appreciate you doing that. Hope you're enjoying your stint here for the World Championships.
Definitely.
I know you'd rather be out there playing, but I'm really pleased that you're not, because you're helping me out in here, which is absolutely brilliant for all you viewers at home. I hope you're enjoying the coverage, and hopefully you've enjoyed that first match. If you did catch it, Mark Boyle safely into the last 32. I mean, you've got to say, a little bit unlucky, Matt Steeper. Things just happened against the wrong time for him at the wrong time, should I say. And but Mark Boyle, you know, he's in the last 32, and no doubt we could see him once again on this TV table at some point.
Yep. It was good to hear him speaking about how tough the arena table can be, and how it takes time to get used to, and it's a good insight for the people watching at home.
Yeah, it's completely different. I know that shouldn't be the case, whether it's down to the camera lights, the atmospheric that's around it. I don't know. The scientists will have to get involved in all of that, won't they? But everyone always says it just plays so different. But these players that are being selected to go on these tables, they're going to have to get used to it, and hopefully they'll be able to put on a spectacle for you guys at home. But Ross Fernie, great start there, opening frame.
It was a phenomenal break-off shot. He had the reds at his peril, and he's just stroked them all home. He landed a little bit awkward on his second last red, but 2 shots later he's on a straight black into the right-hand middle pocket, and he's gone 1 up.
Frame 2.
So Yasser is saying David Adenall, so that's 2 sets to 1 now. So that match is still going off. I thought it was 2-1 anyway, but it's 2-1 now. And David Adenall 1-0 ahead in set number 4.
Yeah, I'm sure it actually said on the screen.
I'm sure it said 2-1, but
mistake.
the information I've got now here is saying 2-1. I don't know, I'll look into that. Yeah, something's not, you know, because I was given the wrong information, and we've given you the wrong information, so well, that's down to technical issues, but we'll let you know what's going off anyway. We'll find out, I promise you.
Jason's gone in off here on his first break, giving Ross Fernie a chance here.
Just seeing if anybody else is through to the last 32 that we haven't spoke about. Daniel Wiley, he's gone through 3 sets to 0 against Anthony Grimley Atkinson. So all the bottom half now matches, they've all gone on. So we've got even more latest scores, and I'll give you them as soon as I can get through them. But at the moment, Ross Fernie is back at the table again. You've got to say, this doesn't look like a bad opportunity.
No, it definitely doesn't. It's just briefly spoke before you came in about how important the start is in these sets, getting off to a flyer, and Ross breaks, gives himself a chance, takes the finish. Jason breaks, goes in off, and Ross has got another chance here, and it's not the best of starts for Jason, but it could be a dream start for Ross Fernie. It's the one awkward red that he's closest to right now. He may opt to take it last. I don't think it passes into the middle, so he won't be taking it now. I think he can just drop on the yellow closest to the left hand cushion, but this has landed a little bit awkward for Ross Fernie here. I don't think Ross wanted to go as high as he has, so he's giving himself a bit of work to do now.
Can he just cannon into that yellow? Does that leave him the correct angle? I think he's okay.
He has.
Have you told the audience what the next match on?
The next match after this?
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
No, I don't. I do not.
Well, the only reason that I know it because the Neil Eddy on the chat, he knows what the next match is, and I thought, let me have a look because I'm not aware of the next match, and he's completely right. It's going to be Johan Attard against Craig Marsh, and that will be coming up right after this match. So Craig Marsh, 2017 World Champion, he was up against the Maltese guy, Johan Attard, and that could be an absolute classic.
Matt Brannan, top table, please. Matt Brannan.
Ross needs a little bit of luck here now. He's going to have to run into the yellow and maybe come round for the black into the left-hand middle. I don't think there's any other shot he can play here. I think he has to run off the yellow side.
Yeah, and then try and get past the other yellow.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
He's played it well.
Oh, my. Played it ever so well. Very well controlled. What a great start this is from Ross Fernie, the number 3 seed.
Signals his intentions early.
One shot Jason Rimington had. He's two frames down. This is the standard. But, you know, you've already alluded to this. You know, Jason could lose this 4-0. Yep. And, you know, he's only really 1-0 down.
Exactly. That's the thing that intrigues me about the sets. It's the first time I've played them. It's my first time at the World Championship. I've watched loads. I've obviously been playing on the IPA tour now a couple of years, but the sets format, you always feel like you're still in the match. You always feel like you've still got a chance, and I think that's maybe for some of the pros, like Mark was saying there, that he says the sets are great to watch, but they're hard to play in. But I think that's because you know you're never actually too far away from your opponent if you're in the lead, and if you're behind, you've always got a chance. So Jason will know that all too well, that even if Ross does win this set 4-0, he's only 1 down.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the some of the matchups already for last 32. Mark Boyle, he's going to have to play Michael Rhodes, and Michael Rhodes made very light work of Drew Hughes. Yep. 3 frames to 0. So that's a tasty matchup in its own right.
3.
And Lee Shepherd, he's rewarded a trip to, against another fellow Scottish guy of yours, Daniel Wiley.
Dan Wiley.
So Daniel quite easily got through, as did Lee. So that could be a very good battle between them two as well.
Not as clean a break off there by Ross, but he got a ball. So he's at the table. I don't know if he's on the yellow to the left-hand middle. I don't see much more.
Got some latest set scores for you here, Stephen. Wayne Pace 2, Chris Bowen 2, 0-0 in the final set. Corey Rees 2, Pete Fisher 2. They've just started. Looks like they're just starting the final set as well. Matthew Schofield's 2-0 in sets up against Adam Griffiths, but Adam Griffiths 3-0 ahead in set number 3. Also, David Adenauer is levelled that up at 2-2, so it looked like there was a set error on that. Yep. So now that is 2-2, and it is 1. Well, then David Adenauer is leading by 1 frame to 0 in the final set. So there's 3 gone into the deciding set. It just proves how close this World Championships is.
Most definitely. Ross Fernie looking like he's going to go 3 frames to 0 ahead of Jason Rimington here.
at the moment, he's looking unplayable.
Yep.
Ross Fernie.
He looks right in the zone. We've missed
Oh,
it.
just as we said that, commentator's curse. Just try to
He's tried to get the white.
pinch it a bit
Yep.
as well, get the cue ball off the cushion. That's what he's done. So, probably first chance this for Jason Rimington.
It's his first visit to the table out with
Apart from a break.
Yep. Does he have to play the pot kick straight away? You can see there, guys, from the angle. It's he may play 2 and 1. He's got a few options. I feel he's going to have to take them.
So we had a vote to see what the audience thought who would win this match. 87% of them said Ross Fernie's going to win, and only 12% for Jason Rimington. So, I mean, at the moment, they got the last one right.
Yep.
Is this one going to be right? The way that Ross has started off in this match, playing the skill shot, yellow onto red.
Yeah. It's one of the ones when it's as close as that. A lot of the Scottish guys would tell you I'm pretty good at these shots. I need to learn the rest of the game right enough, but it's just when they're as close as that, you're more having to drag that in rather than stun it the way
Yes.
Jason just did there, and it's just killed the object ball in its way. But it wasn't easy. When Ross missed, he did leave Jason with some problems, so his first visit to the table was not an easy one, Mark.
No, and Ross ain't wasting any time in getting round the table, picked up the pace. God.
I mean, that was I think it was 8 seconds there to pot the black, but everyone before that was about 4 or 5 seconds. He was wasting no time at all.
Is he in a rush? Has he got a dinner date or something? What's he got going off? So, I mean, at this rate, we're going to have to find a few more matches. 3-0. He leads Jason Rimington. He's going to be breaking for the second time in frame number 4. But looks very relaxed there, Ross, doesn't
Yep. He looks like he's feeling it very, very early, and for Jason, obviously, that's not a great sign. But Jason will have plenty of chances at the table himself, a chance to make something happen, and he's going to have to do it soon. As you say, this set could come and go really, really quick, but there's a whole lot of pool still to be played in this match.
Jason has got stacks of experience, though. He's been in this position a good few times, and also been in Ross's position, so he knows out what he needs to do. He'll not be under any pressure at the moment, but he'll like to get himself going. Because it is important you get a frame on the ball. Important you get a bit of table time, because you don't want to be going into set 2 without any of that. He's got a ball this time. He's got about 3. 2 yellows and a red. Good break. I like the way he draws that cue ball back. Not straight back, but it's pretty straight.
Table 17 in the open, please.
Yeah, he controlled that well there. The first one was always going towards the top bag, but he's controlled that well.
Table 17, please.
I think because of the black, it'll be possibly yellows here. But they're not easy. I think that's one of the huge things when you break. I mean, that's such a good break. The balls have went everywhere, but there always seems to be something when your opponent is in a lead. There always seems to be something that ends up a little bit awkward. But he's played that one well. He's still got work to do here, Jason. Can he leave just about the right angle here on the one to the right hand middle? He's drawn it back. He's kind of overcooked it a bit. He's chasing the white ball now, Jason. He's giving himself a tad more work to do, so
Something else on the chat. Janet Jones, who always watches us and that, says there's been a quick set on the board from Jake Dillon-Newlove. You're right, Janet. About a 25-minute set. Unbelievable scenes from Jake Dillon-Newlove. Also, another one with a quick set on the board is Craig Brown, probably around the same sort of time. He's one set to the good against Toby Bolt. Jake Dillon-Newlove, one set ahead against Evan Pelly-Williams. He's also won frame to nil up in set number 2. He's wasted no time, just like Ross Fernie isn't.
He's not messing about. Jason's just made a mistake there. He drew the white back just too far and left himself an awkward pot into the top right hand corner, and he's given Ross Fernie a chance here.
It's the most I've seen him take the time. Normally he's finished a frame by now. But yeah, he obviously feels that that's the right thing to do. Not an easy opener. If he's got any opener at all.
Yeah, I always felt this is what he would play.
He's missed another one in that corner.
He's got really lucky there.
He has got lucky.
I'm surprised he played it at such pace. I mean, I think if he drops it in, if it goes, he's got a finish on. If it doesn't go, he's got the pocket. But maybe he was trying to get the black or the yellow out the way at the same time. But he's got really, really fortunate there, Ross Fernie. Jason plays the right shot. He's not opening the black up, so Ross will have to do that on his own. Start off with the plant into the left bottom corner. It's went a bit scrappy this frame.
Yeah, well, it's probably, you know, that's good for Jason really, because he didn't want it to be one-way traffic. The way Ross started off, he didn't look like anybody was going to stop him. But this is what Jason wanted, just to try and steady it up a bit. But still a lot of work to do here, but played it. He's cued that a dream.
Phenomenal shot, absolutely outstanding. It didn't even look like he had the right angle for that. Oh, he's played the black absolutely perfect. Always felt he could come close to it, but I didn't think he could catch it full in the face as he's done. And this will be a good frame to get on the board from Jason. Very much needed as well. Be huge for his confidence. I don't see many issues here. Jason Rimington will pull a frame back in set number 1. And he does so. Ross got off like a steam train, Mark, but a couple of errors in that frame after Jason made a mistake early on, so that allows Jason to gain a bit of confidence and kick on, hopefully in this match, and make a bit of a spectacle of it. There's balls flying all over the place.
That's David Adenau, isn't it? Yeah, David Adenau, Yasser saying, what's happened here? Why has he got a yellow in his hand? Has it been bounced off the table?
So it should go back on the spot.
Yeah, so because the ball's not been knocked off the table directly, is that right? It's been knocked off with something else, so it has to be replaced somewhere, doesn't it? I thought it was always nearest the black spot.
Yep, I think it is.
Cue ball.
Oh,
Ross Fernie. Saw a bit of emotion there with his hand as well. Jason Remington, he'll be onto that.
Exactly the opportunity that Jason needed here. And the yellows will be the preferred balls here. A very good chance for Jason. Just working out his pattern right now. Don't foresee too many places where he can cause himself any problems, but you just want to make sure.
Yeah, probably see him take the ones in the top half of the table first.
Yep. So, yellow to the top corner here. You just want to come between the two yellows in the middle of the table. He's not played that too well at all. He's made a big mistake. I think bouncing off the side cushion, playing ball, just coming towards kind of blue spot material, and he would have had the yellow to the top right hand corner and then brought himself down the table, as Mark just mentioned, clearing the ones at the top, but he's left himself in a whole world of trouble here.
Has he got enough gap to try and cut this down, yellow onto yellow? I'm not sure, is it? Cue ball will be everywhere if he does. That is, but what else has he got on? He's going to have to dig this. Oh, look at this. Hope Alan's not watching at home. Who does all our table work? There'll be a bill sent out. Oh, trying to get this off the cushion, cutting this yellow into the middle. Be some shot. Yeah, asking a lot there. Ross Fernie got another chance in this frame. As you've already got to, Stephen, it's turned a bit scrappy.
Yep, it has. I mean, Ross is at the table now, but he'll know himself that there's a lot of work to be done on these reds. The bag covering the black ball down at the bottom, the two reds on the side cushion. He's tried to play, I think he was trying to leave an angle to maybe bounce the first one off and leave himself on the one to the top, but he's at the table, and most of the time you'll hear these guys say that is exactly where you want to be. Unfortunately for Jason there, a great chance. He's just overrun the white ever so slightly and left things awkward. And Ross Fernie is back at the table. A fantastic opportunity to steal this frame.
If anybody's wanted any pool accessories, Alan Yates and his 8-ball direct shop are in the corner to my right.
Still a lot of work to do. Ross calls the extension there, knowing that there's a bit of work to do here. Can he pot this and hold the white? I think he can, just about.
Great
Played
shot.
it well.
Very good. So it's all about the black.
Do you drop on the black? I think he's got to try and just drop inside it, and you can have an option of the top middle. Don't really see any value in trying to move it. I think he'll just drop on it.
Yeah, I mean, he could drop on it into the left centre, but
Yep.
there's just not a lot of room.
No, that's true.
So maybe he does just drop on it into the right centre, but there's a very acute angle, looking at the angle we're looking at. But is this a chance now to probably play it into left centre? A little bit of distance. It's going to be take some cue ball control. Does it go to top left as well?
That's, I think, if he plays towards the yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, he's played that well.
Oh.
He's played that so well.
Oh,
Unbelievable shot.
great shot.
Absolutely fantastic shot from Ross Fernie.
Executed very well. I know it's an easy shot because he's potted the ball. It's the cue ball control that we're screaming about. Trust me, that was not easy. Oh, just into the far jaw.
He used the entire pocket there, guys.
He looked anxious, didn't he?
Oh.
Very
He gets
good.
the first set on the board. Jason will be glad to see the back of that set.
Yeah, last couple of frames have been scrappy there for Ross, and he looked like he'd been shook up a little bit.
Yep. As you said, he showed a bit of emotion when the white ball went in, and he's smiling now. He's got one set on the board.
Yeah, he's got the little smile over. I think Becky's in his corner there, isn't she?
Yeah, these two are attached at the hip now, travelling to all the tournaments together. Becky's a fantastic player in her own right as well. You feel Jason has to get something early in this set.
Yeah, you just feel like he's not completely settled yet.
Yep.
But broke well last frame. Could do with that break again. He needs to start this set off well. That is for sure. Cue ball's okay, I think. Yes, it is. Never good clean break. Never good clean contact.
Yep.
First glance, Stephen, what do you think? I mean, I don't like the right-hand side on the bottom cushion there.
I mean, I think if he's got an opening yellow, because obviously he could cut the plant down. Yep. Making it a bit easier on the yellows, but he needs to get this first one.
Yeah, straight down to it, and he's made his decision straight away. But that yellow on that right-hand side cushion, that is the key shot. As they're into double on, he's going to have to dislodge it out. But as you've already said, if he does leave a gap, yellow onto yellow, the only problem with that, you've got to leave yourself a nice angle, because you don't want that red getting in the way.
Most definitely.
So this is a key shot. If the angle of the way that he leaves after this pot into the top right is crucial. Any short of any poor angle, he could be in trouble here. But if he gets it spot on, he's going to have a good chance. Does he look short? He looks short. Oh, he could have gone another 6 to 8 inches there.
Even if he's on the top cushion, he's okay. But as you say, being short is probably the only place that makes things really, really hard.
Playing this at pace, going to make the pot tougher. Clean pot.
Cued it well.
Clean pot. Is he on it? Has he got enough angle to get his cue ball back out? The other thing he needs that yellow to stop down there. Or can he just glance it in and leave the cue ball in that area where the yellow is now? Oh, it's gone wrong. It's gone wrong.
That's why the angle was so important for that top one. As you heard, guys, Mark said it straight away. He had to leave the perfect angle in the one at the top. And this has now became really, really difficult.
I feel like this swerve's the easiest shot here, but I mean, luckily he's got a little bit of height, but it does look far down that table. I wouldn't be taking it on. That clock, you can hear it ticking down. Well done, but what's he got next? Has he got a shot on the black? I'm not sure he has. I don't think it goes to the middle. I don't think it goes to the top left. Where does it go? I know one thing, that clock's going to be ticking down again.
Yep, he's going to have to play it regardless. Oh, it did go to the top.
Wow.
Oh, what a shot.
I'm going to say what a classic clearance that was, but it weren't far from perfect, let me tell you. But the way he's executed that black into the top left-hand corner.
Unbelievable.
Cue power.
You actually seen Ross Fernie in the background giving him a tap
Even
of
the
appreciation.
yellow, he had to play with pace off the top cushion. You know, the yellow was even more tougher because he's had to play with pace. Great clearance.
Probably the type of clearance that you don't want at any time, but the type of clearance that can give you so much confidence, because he has landed awkward so many times, but he's managed to get over the line. So let's see what that does for Jason and the remainder of this set.
Well, the way we've commentated on doesn't really explain the way that Jason Rimington looks very calm sat in his seat. But he has got a frame on the board in set number 2. And Ross Fernie breaking off. Where's the cue ball?
Oh!
Losing that cue ball. I've always been critical of Ross and his cue ball off his break. Always. I just feel it's a little bit wild. It's not very controlled.
Well, that's 2 and-offs he's had, and is this frame number 6 in total?
Yeah.
Frame number 7 maybe, but he's already been in-off twice, so was the first one 4-0? Was it 4-1?
Nil.
No, yep, so frame
4-1. Sorry,
4-1.
no. 4-1.
So he's gone on in-off twice already on his break, Ross, so he's gonna have to keep an eye on that.
Right, now things have calmed down a bit. Let's talk about some of the matches I was on about. The 2-2s. Wayne Pace, Chris Bowen, 2-2. Wayne Pace is 1-0 ahead in that final set. Corey Reese and Pete Fisher, 2-1 to Corey Reese in that final set. And David Adenow is 2-1 to the good in that final set as well. Wade Morley, 2-1 up in sets against Steve Thompson. But Steve Thompson, 3-2 up in that. Is that another one that's going to go to a deciding set? I will keep you up to date with all of them. And then there's loads of matches in the bottom half of the draw that have only started at 3 o'clock, but some of them materialising very quickly. But I'll go through them pretty much after this frame, because Jason, he's at the table and he's got a clearance on.
Yeah, you feel he's got to take these, give him a little bit of a head of steam. He would go 2-0 up in the set.
He's done this on and off the cushion and take the one on the baulk line next. He's got options, he can do it either way, just however he preferred. With this, he's got traffic in the way.
Yeah, he just caught that knuckle just enough to keep him at that side of the table, so it's definitely added a degree of difficulty to this shot.
Cue ball control is... Oh, see, I didn't like that. I didn't like it. But what he can do now, if he can come round the back of that yellow,
yep.
I know he'll believe himself at more tricky of a black, but, you know, you'd expect he's going to get it. You really would.
Is he queuing straight out?
It's got to go around the back of the yellow, I believe. Oh, it hasn't. He just played the cannon. I like that.
Yep.
I like that. Leaves himself the shot. Yep. Very clever thinking.
After his last black, I fancy him for this.
Well, this is easy, isn't it, compared to that last one? No. Oh, the razor. Jason Rimington knocks the black in. 2 frames to the good in set number 2. Some good stuff now. This match is materialising a little bit, isn't it?
Yep.
And no fault of really Ross of Jason's got in this match. He's got himself back in it.
Yep. I mean, he's took out a monster finish in the first frame, and then Ross Fernie has gone in off again. That's twice he's gone in off in only a few frames, a few breaks of his own. So he'll have to sort that out. But another good finish from Jason, and he'll be absolutely buzzing with confidence now. And it's him to break. So a good break here, and this match could be turned on its head.
Have a look at the Jason Rimington break. He's been quite successful. Last couple. Oh, it's a little bit loose cue ball, but again, crunches the head ball and gets the ball. That's the important thing, isn't it?
Yep, that's it. He's got control of the table. He's got the option of what colour of balls he's going to take. I have noticed though a couple of Jason's break-offs, there always seems to be something covering another ball. It's the yellow covering the red at the top. So I think Jason might be looking at going yellows and trying to get inside that gap. I don't know if he can play it first shot, but he is going close to the middle
bag. Do you feel
bag.
like he can get on that left-hand side there and just try and trickle that up?
Yep. Maybe looking at a pot kick here on the first red. Let's have a look here. Yeah, he's tried, but he's missed it. I thought he could maybe have played it in a little bit thinner. Try just play onto the red, but unfortunately he's tried to go top cushion with loads aside. It's just skidded straight out, so but he's still at the table. The reds still have a decent chance. It's just the one at the top left hand corner that is a difficult one. And saying that, he's in a bit of trouble now, but who's to say he doesn't pot the one in the top right hand corner and open the one up in the left, but I have to say it looks very, very difficult from here. He's decided to drop the red up.
Yeah, it's in a place where it causes an issue for Ross, so not wrong with that shot.
Yeah, it keeps him in the frame. There's nothing easy here on yellows, so what does Ross Fernie do from here? That's a great shot from Ross. He seems to have the pace of the table pretty well right now. He'll be fancying these from here. Looks like he's got a nice angle right now to get on the awkward yellow at the top. Yeah, he's got the pace of the table really, really well.
Yeah, that was the gap I was on about. Wow. Played these well.
Jason just ran into some trouble when he tried to move the red off the first shot. He just played it a bit too thick, the one into the left hand middle, and from there he was always chasing the frame, and Ross Fernie has a chance now after some fantastic shots to get back in this second set. Yeah, it's been a great finish here from Ross. Jason did have work to do. It was awkward. He landed very, very awkward from the first shot. Even on the break off, as I said, he's had a few breaks where there always seems to be something on a cushion or a couple of balls covering each other. So he did have work to do there. Unfortunately, he didn't manage to get it over the line, and Ross Fernie stepped in, taking a fantastic finish. Ross has 1-0 up in sets, and he's now got back to 2-1 in set number 2. It will be Ross to break next. He'll be hoping to have a better break off than he has in the last couple of frames.
It says result there. It's definitely not a result. It's the latest, isn't it? So 2-2, 1-1.
Yep.
There you go. Straight away, just like that. It's the latest score. That's what I like to see. Reactions. Brilliant. Well done to that person that's done that for us. But yeah, Wayne Pace from Malta against Cuesports. Another exciting match up there going off. Successful break. Better than his previous one.
Yep,
Losing off.
controlled the white ball better there, and he's got a great chance on these reds. I fancy Ross Fernie for these, the way he is queuing right now.
All the Isle of Man fans out there, David Addinall, he's 1 frame away from getting into the next round, the last 32. Also 1 frame away is Corey Reese, 3-1 ahead now against Pete Fisher.
A couple of epic ties that have gone all the way. Ross Fernie is in prime position here.
Wade Morley, Steve Thompson, that's gone to 2-2 as well.
Oh.
Steve Thompson was 2 sets down in that. It's come to 2-2. They're just starting the 5th and final set.
For me, Mark, that is again the advert for the sets play, because you're never ever out of it, and that's what makes it so intriguing for me. And I think that's the best advert you can get. There's so many matches where you're 2-0 down, and all of a sudden you're in a deciding set with everything to play for.
2019 World Champion Mark Farnsworth, the local favourite. He's 1 set to the good against Craig Day, and he's 1-0 ahead in set number 2. Jake Dillon Newlove 2 sets to 0 up now in a match that started at 3 o'clock. 50 minutes.
Yeah,
2 sets to 0
he's
up.
not messing about.
No, he has. He's won 3-0, 3-0 in his qualifying sets as well. He's one to watch out for, let me tell you. He really is.
He's a top,
even though he's
talent.
an amateur player, he's a very good amateur player, one of the top in the country.
Yep.
Plays as much pool as possible. He plays all sorts of discipline, Chinese, 9-ball. He tries his hand at anything and does well at whichever one he plays.
Yeah, he's a
good lad as well.
He's
good
a top
lad.
talent.
Yeah, on and off the table, great guy. I was chatting with him at breakfast this morning. All seems nice and relaxed and that, just chatting about. Obviously, he plays for England as well, so I was chatting about some of that that's coming up for him this year. Ross Fernie, he's not wasting any time, levelling this set up by 2 frames each.
Yep, he overrun the white with 3 reds to go, but a long red into the top right hand corner. Got him back within striking distance of finishing it, and he didn't mess about. It's back to 2-2 here. He looks in good form, Ross. There's the latest there on the screen for Corey's match against Pete.
Sure, that's 3-1 according to some of the info I've got. 3-1 in frames.
Right.
I'm just being critical of the errors that's on there, but maybe I've got 3-1 on mine. Maybe it is 3-1. But it is 2 sets each. That's the important thing.
And again, on Jason's break, just always seems to be a couple of balls covering each other.
Them 3 yellows are horrible in that top part of the balk area. Horrible.
Seems to be hitting them very well. The balls are exploding all over the table, but just not getting the rub of the green right now on his break.
Yeah, so back to this one. Jason.
He's opted for yellows.
Yeah, as you said, he's always been unlucky on his break, hasn't he, with the way that they've been left for him. He's got work to do. I mean, he cues the ball so well. He's got to say, ugh. A little bit unlucky, but it obviously didn't screw that straight back.
Yep. I mean, it was one of the... he seems to have it every break-off so far. He's been really unfortunate. I often wonder, could he have just maybe handed the table to Ross? Right, okay, I'll slide off a ball. Fill your boots. Rather than maybe going for a finish. It's really, really tough. But I know when you hand your opponent the table, anything can happen. It's just... every now and then Jason's came to the table after a break and he's not really had much to go at, and it's been really unfortunate. And then every time Ross seems to step in, he's clearing up.
Yeah. You feel like he's probably going to do exactly the same here as well. It's one good shot here. Just can't see any issues.
No. There's no traffic for any of the Reds, so it looks like Ross Fernie's going to go into the lead in this set after a great start from Jason.
You feel like once he's cleared these ones in this balk area, everything else should be quite simple. Obviously coming away from his red balls here, playing him in the centre, but he's going to have options.
Yep. Just come towards the centre of the table here. He's went a wee bit further than he would have liked, but he's okay. He's absolutely fine. He can just draw the white back, a little screw back. Off the side cushion, he's absolutely perfect. Does he leave the red closest to the left middle to last?
Has he got an angle just to knock it away now?
I'm thinking that right now, and it looks like he is going to play that. He's running through it. Ah, good shot.
Perfect. This has been a great reply from Ross here. Was 2 frames down in this set, but it looks like he's going to take 3 on the spin now. Alright, take this in the bottom right first. I mean, he's got ocean of both here. Just all depends on the angle that he had in that one in the bottom right. Don't need to do a lot with this.
Yeah, he's absolutely perfect. He's played that well. He's good in amongst the balls, Ross. He doesn't miss much, but Jason's break has been absolutely killing him. I know Ross has gone in off twice, but I feel like Jason's hitting the balls and timing them well, but he just seems to be getting a little bit unfortunate. And Ross keeps picking him off.
Yeah, the layout that Jason's been left. I mean, he's been making balls as you said, but it's always been tricky.
Yep.
Very tricky. This is the David Adinal Yasser was saying match. David's at the table. Is this the chance that David wants? I'm not sure what he's on, but I'm sure we're on. He's on red this frame, isn't it? Yeah, he was down 2-1 in sets to Yazza, but it's 2-2, but he's now only 1 frame away from getting himself into the last 32. These Reds, they look good for him, but we need to get back to this match. It's crucial times in set number 2 here. Ross Fernie is breaking off, 1 frame away from taking the second set again. The cue ball's wild, and it's dry.
It's dry, but he's not left anything easy for Jason.
You look at the top off the table, it looks tatty. So untidy up there. It's going to take some cleaning up, I think.
And this is the Similar situation to when Jason's broken off himself. He's left things quite awkward, but now he's at the table after Ross's break. These aren't easy, and it's another tough one, but if he can drop the one into the right hand middle, go high enough to play the red closest to the yellow into the left middle. But he's looking at yellows here. Is he going to play a pot kick straight away? It looks like it.
Tried it, controlled. Has it come out? I think it goes.
I think it does, and I think he's on the one to the... Is he on the one to the middle?
I think he's on the one to the right middle. I think he's okay. Looking at the overhead, I think he's okay.
Yep. That's what he's going to play. He's going to drop this into the right middle. He's played it off the red. Just widening his angle. So again, it still isn't easy from here.
No. You feel like the one that's below the baulk line, it goes into the top left-hand corner, and that could just open it up. But the one that's near the black, that also needs a bit of work. Is he going to take the one? Oh God, it's tricky.
It is. He's kind of between every shot here.
Yeah, whichever way you look, he feels like this is the way. I suppose if he cannons into the red, that will then... Oh, he's lost the cue ball.
It's unfortunate.
If he hits that red directly, that yellow then passes into the left centre. Oh dear. Things going from bad to worse for the Razor, Jason Rimington. But the Riot, Ross Fernie. Another 1-3 shot, one visit.
Yeah, he seems to be coming to the table after either a bit of misfortune from Jason or just the odd kind of poorly executed shot, but I feel that Jason's been hard done by a few times. His visits to the table have never been easy, and Ross has been picking him off every single time he makes a mistake, and this looks no different. And a chance to win this second set. He's trying to come down the table for this early doors.
No need to, even touch the black here.
Yep.
Needs to just leave it there. It's not doing any problem there. So it's all about just, he's obviously putting a little extension on his cue. He's going to be taking this on. It's just about, he's going to have to play this with a trace aside.
Yep. As you say, he doesn't want to go near the black.
All about pace. All about pace.
On table 10, please, Dean Shields, Mick McLaughlin. Dean Shields, Mick McLaughlin, table 10.
Clean, innit?
Yep.
It's just clean.
He's cueing so well here, and he's punishing every single mistake that Jason makes. And unfortunately for Jason, he hasn't been given anything easy. Every time he steps to the table, there's always severe work to be done, and sometimes that's just the nature of the game. Maybe he has to take something off his break, I don't know, but I feel like if it continues the way it is, Ross Fernie will just continue to mop up every single time, and he looks like he's well in the zone right now. So what can Jason Rimington do to turn this match around? Looks like Ross will have a bit of distance for his last red into the bottom right hand corner. Yep, he's just lining up roughly where he's going to be. He would have liked to be a bit higher on this red into the left hand middle.
Is there pressure on this one?
Yep. He's been cueing them so cleanly. But this is massive. This is for the set. And he's missed it.
He's missed another one in that corner. There's three he's missed in there.
Yep.
That corner is haunting him. chance for Jason Rimington to level it up in this set. And he will be breaking off as well in the deciding frame in this set. This could be crucial. Crucial times for Jason Rimington. 1-1 in set sounds a hell of a lot better than trailing by two sets to nil.
Especially when your opponent was 1 red and black away from getting that set. So, huge chance for Jason here.
Pace looks so good. It looks okay. A little bit short, but he's fine. He's fine. One good pot here.
Yeah, I think he'll change his mind and go top now. And he should be. It looks natural angle. Just come back down the table for the yellow he was playing on there.
Yeah, this is the way. This is the way. Nicely done. Loved another 6 to 8 inch it again, as we were always saying. But he's fine. He's fine. Just cue it nicely, Jason, and you are back with a chance in this set. Oh, just punching him in.
Yeah, that's a fantastic shot.
Man playing with confidence. Always good to see.
There we go.
3-3 in set number 2. Looks like Ross Fernie is nipping out for a comfort break.
Yeah.
That might give us a chance to talk about some scores, but let's talk about Jason first. You know, he looks relaxed. You feel like 2-0 up, in control of the set. Next minute, it's 3-2 behind. Couple of tricky situations that he had to deal with. But now he's back in this set.
That's it, and he could be forgiven for maybe feeling a bit under it. Things haven't been going his way. Ross Fernie's pounced on every mistake, but he stepped to the table there. Even just looking at him just now on the screen, he looks so relaxed. He looks in the zone. He looks comfortable. And he took them out really, really well. He landed a bit short on a couple of them, but banging the balls in. So Jason Rimington is still well in this match.
So Corey Reese, he has beaten Pete Fisher by 3-2. Another classic match there. David Adenauer fans, that match is still going off. He's still saying 3-2, and it's still 2-2 in sets. We'll try and keep.
It's finished.
Oh, it has finished. So Cuesports just running a little bit slow, but there's the result. Look. David Adenauer 3, Yasser Hussein 2. Yasser's run in this World Championship has ended to Arleman's number 1 player. And you've got to say, David Adenauer, it was right up against it there. He was put under unique pressure from Yasser Hussein, but he's made it over the line. He's into the last 32. Some great matches going off. Stevie Thompson was 2 down against Wade Morley. He's 2-2. He's now one frame up in the final set as well against Wade Morley. So Matthew Schofield 2-1 up in sets against Adam Griffiths, but it's 3-2 in set number 4 for Matthew Schofield. So is he only 1 frame away from winning? Chris Bowen 2-2 against Wayne Pace and 2-1 in frames in the final set.
Some fantastic matches on the go right now. Some fantastic matches that have been. And again, I'm going to say it, a great advert for the sets format.
Mark Farnsworth, as I said, he was leading by a set to 0, and he still is leading by a set to 0, but he's 3-2 down in set number 2. Jake Dylan Newlove was 2-0 up in sets, but he's 3-1 down in the third set. You know, this might be coming up to what you've been alluding to all the time here, Stephen. This set's format, it just makes it so exciting. It really does. Just when you think you're over the line, Andy Crosdale, he was 1 set down. He was 1-0 down in the second set. He's now levelled that up by 1 set apiece against Greg Davis. Jasmine Shembry from Malta. He's 1-0 up in sets against Scott Anderson, pro player. Scott, the Pigeon. Anderson. So, important times here for Jason Rimington. Ross is back in the room. 3-3, set number 2. Big break this is for Jason. Needs a ball. Needs a ball. Got a ball.
He's got one. Has he got a chance?
Oh,
And again.
it's untidy both sides in the middle of the table.
It seems to be every single break. It's so unfortunate because he's hitting them so well. And I'm actually thinking that maybe he needs to take a bit off the break. It seems to be so many balls going to the top end, and it always ends up a cluster, and he's so unfortunate again.
There's 3 clusters here. And which colour set do you go for here? They're both horrible.
Yep. I mean, is he looking to the red? Yeah, I think he's going to play the red into the right-hand middle here.
Do all these reds go? I mean, that red on the left-hand side, I'm looking at the overhead, it might glance past, and I look at the screen that we're looking at now, there's no chance of it going.
No,
So, I don't know, it's tough to say. I mean, Jason knows, he's obviously, is he, I mean, this will like really determine how these reds are. Sure, he plays a containing shot here, does he?
yeah, I think he's going to take the bag.
Pace, it's all about pace. It's okay.
Yeah, he's just about
Yeah.
okay there.
Yeah, no, all these reds think. I thought for 1 second that they did go. But yeah, good shot. Feel like Ross might just return that containing shot. Needs to be a little bit careful with this because this will be definitely tracking towards being potted.
Yep,
The glance
good
off
shot.
the red helped that.
I think the trick here for Jason is try and get his balls into position as quick as possible. Anything that's awkward, get it out whilst you're in control of the frame. Yep, it's a good shot. However, if it goes, yeah,
Oh, it's gone wrong a little bit though,
Yep.
hasn't it?
I think that was a bit too aggressive. I don't think he had to play. I think even the red at the top left hand corner isn't easy to pot and get on something else. Obviously the one to the left middle. So he's got to be just playing this out surely. Yep.
And trying to track the yellow into an area
Yep.
where it's near the reds. Clever shot. 'Cause he's in control of the top half of the table. The only problem is he's got no reds in the bottom half, so he needs to be a little bit careful. But is Ross eyeing up something to open up the top left-hand corner?
That's the
Probably
thing.
not at this shot, but trying to open something up here now. Trying to open 3 balls out, just a containing shot. Weren't the best effort for a containing
No.
shot. Chris Boron, he's safely into the last 32. He has beaten Wayne Pace now by 3 sets to 2. Matthew Schofield also into the last 32. He's beaten Adam Griffiths by 3 sets to 1. Some of them last 32 matches, I will talk you through them. If you don't want to wait for me to talk them through them, then please go on to our links on our website, ipapool.com. Or even on our social media pages, there's all links on there to get all the latest scores.
I think that shot there has probably just put Ross Fernie favourite in this frame, which wasn't the case a few shots ago. He will have a chance to kick the bad yellow out unless Jason can pull something out the hat here. He's tried. Yeah.
On to plan.
Can he get the red inside the top?
Wow.
It's tight.
You feel like there seems to be a gap there for
Yep.
it, but it's when it hits that yellow is how it reacts, that red.
Yep. This is what he's going to play.
He's
And
done what he can there.
he needs to get a bit of fortune here. He has to play a really, really brave shot. the only shot he has, but how does this come out?
No.
That could be the end of this set.
Yeah. Things didn't go right for him there.
Again, Mark, it was one of the break-off shots where it was just so many balls tied up, so many things were awkward. It just seems to be a pattern of Jason's break so far in this match, which is very unfortunate for him. Yeah, I don't see many mistakes being made here from Ross. He's waited his time again for another mistake, and he's pouncing on it right now.
I think he played both then, because he obviously lost the cue ball behind the black.
Yep.
So I think that's what he played. I mean, it was always leaving himself this shot.
Yeah, he's absolutely perfect here, just to screw on and off the cushion, and he's did that absolutely bang on. He's probably came a little bit wider than he would have liked, but the position of the black, he can just drop on it into the left-hand middle. Even if he goes high, yep, he's looking there. If he goes high, he can play it anywhere. He's got so many options here. Unfortunately for Jason, the black goes in every single pocket, so...
Yeah, he's not short of options, that is a fact. Just making ultra short. He's going to make the right decision. So he doesn't have to do too much, if anything. A little bit short of pace.
Yep.
Bit tentative.
Yep.
He knows how important this frame is and how important this shot is.
This is that pocket. He's missed a few in. But this time.
As you said, not this time. 2-0. Ross Fernie now leads. Winning the first set 4-1 and now 4-3 in this one.
On table 11, please, Barry Lynn, Clint Jansen. Barry Lynn, Clint Jansen, table 11.
So, this is my counterpart. He's just left for a comfort break. I think the players have... Oh, they're still sat there, so it looks like we're going to be, starting this set number 3 off straight away.
Set 3. Ross Fernie break, leading 2 sets to 0. Time running.
So another successful break there for Ross. I mean, this is the difference, the way that they're breaking. I mean, these yellows are all wide open for him. Where you feel like if it was Jason's break, there'd have been some challenges. No challenges here for Ross Fernie. Just a little bit short pace on this one. Nicely done. So I'm just going to track this cue ball up table. So just needs to be a bit careful with this. It's yellow. Done what he could, left himself a shot after he was a little bit short of pace to leave himself the correct angle so he could avoid them 2 reds on the cushion. So that's why he's having to just re-navigate this black into the left centre, and there it goes. 1-0. He leads in set number 3. Yeah, lady. The Gavin Robinson match. I'll have a look at that. I know we've had a few technical issues with some tablets, but we are trying our hardest to keep all the scores up to date where we can. So bear with us. We'll get it up to date as soon as possible. One set to the good though, to Amir Riyad Abdiletti against Gavin Robinson, so he's a set down.
Frame 2. Jason Rimington break. Frame 1, frame clear. Time running.
Yeah, I think the other thing with the latest scores on certain devices, not all, phones probably aren't the best option really for you, where you can see what the score is in the current set, unless you switch it to desktop, which you can do on most on Android phones, but I think iPhones, etc., you can't actually do it, so you just need the desktop version to see the set score in the sets that they're playing. So Ross Fernie back to the table again, and this is worrying times here for all you Jason Rimington fans. Yeah, Neil, I think it's more probably issues our end with the tablets, etc. As I said, we will keep everything as up to date as possible. I promise. We're trying hard, I really am assuring you of it. Ross Fernie, he's wasting at no time here. And to capitalising on this dry break of Jason's, a rare one to be honest. Want a good positional shot here. Just a track down into the right hand corner. Looks pretty good. Nice easy black ball into the bottom right hand corner, and he's 2-0 ahead in sets and 2-0 ahead in set number 3. One-way traffic it's been, Stephen, since you've just nipped out. A dry break from Jason Rimington again, and capitalises Ross. He broke off in the first frame in set 3, smashed them all over. They opened up like dreams, cleared them up, and then dry break from Jason. They'll open up like dreams, and he's just cleared them up.
So
The
unfortunately,
story of this match, to be honest.
it's about the break, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Jason's broken off there and not got a ball and left absolute dreams, when every time he has had a ball, he's had more traffic and more clusters of balls than anything else, so that's unfortunate. And as you say, it looks like one-way traffic now. If Ross Fernie gets a good break off here, it's going to be a mountain to climb for Jason Rimington, who has been up against it from the start. He does get a ball, and it does look like he's going to have a chance here.
Yeah, and this really backs up what we're saying. Just look at the way they're all split. There's no problems. Yeah, they might not have an opening pot or an easy opening pot. I don't think the yellow goes to the right centre, the obvious one, but he has got options on reds with a clip back or whichever one.
Yeah, I think the red he's looking at it's the most obvious choice here. I think he's automatically going to cannon the yellow. It's just how it's going to come out. This is a key shot. It looks like he's going to try and play it up towards the ones in the middle. So cannon the yellow and slide up. No, he's got it full in the face. That's unfortunate. But he's got away with it because he's got numerous options here. Maybe that's the way he played it, just to get the yellow right out the way. He played it pacey enough.
Yeah, he's not blocked anything up, has he? So it's a chance.
He's got a few choices here. Drop on the top one early. He's missed that.
Ooh. De-accelerated a little bit there.
I don't think he was too convinced. You could see the head movement. He was kind of swithering what shot to play, and as the clock was ticking down, he decided to play that. Try and play on the top red, but a bit of indecision, a deceleration in the end. Jason's back at the table. Again, though, he's getting nothing easy here.
No, he's played on this now, but the way he's landed is far from easy. You feel like this has to go.
Yeah.
It's a must-get pot. It's on its way.
Looks good.
It's on its way. Good shot.
Fantastic pot there. And he's played a good positional shot into the bargain. He's given himself a great chance. And again, I feel like I'm saying over and over, you feel that Jason does have to get these, because every small mistake, and I mean, he's been unfortunate so many times, but a couple of finishes he's took have been tough finishes. And again, these were not easy from the beginning.
They're still tricky now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got, even this shot, he's got to get it into an area which is blocked. Potential. He's got to cue this like a dream. He's gone too far. It's one of them, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was always going to be tough.
He couldn't nudge into the red, because that could have tied up the black, and now this is a big pot again.
He's got it.
He's up to the challenge, isn't he? Every time. But look where that red's gone. This isn't getting any easier.
No, it just seems like every time Jason's at the table, he's having to pull out a monster. And again, I mean, he's had 2 world-class pots in this frame, and you look at the position he's in, he's still chasing the white, and
that's the best way of explaining it. World-class pots, and we are seeing him do it, but he's having to do it most shots.
have to drop this in and leave the black into the bottom left-hand corner, I feel.
Nicely done. What's his angle like?
So well.
Oh, it's not bad. It's pretty good, that is. Great shot. That's it. Get a bit of composure, Jace.
Yep.
Deserve to.
Brilliant. Absolutely unbelievable.
He's not phased from any tough pots, is he, at all? And I don't know how he keeps brushing himself down. You know, people would be distraught about the way that it's landed for him, but he's done really well.
I mean, he's making his own highlight reel in this match, that's for sure.
Well, it's full now. We ain't got to get anybody else on it. Great shot.
He sits there so composed. I'm actually really impressed. A lot of things that haven't gone well for him in this match, and he's just shrugged it off and just kept going, and that's the measure of the man.
Liam Roberts, this match just started. Looks like this is into the second frame against Neil Wren, a qualifier. Liam Roberts, he was the #1 player for the 2023 season.
Yeah, I played against Liam a few times that year. He's a class act. He's a lovely, lovely guy into the bargain. Great boy.
Plays with a lot of fluency as well, doesn't he? Really does. Jason with his break. How's it land? Oh, God. How's that gone in off from there?
I mean, it's came straight up to the top of the table, and then was it kicked twice, and then straight into the. I mean, you see it here. One kick. Yep.
It didn't deserve to go in that top corner.
So unfortunate.
The gods, the pool gods, they've gone missing. They've gone against Jason. You just feel. I mean, this just looks like another easy out for Ross Fernie.
Yep.
That 1 free shot, 1 visit. At this level, can be quite devastating, and we are seeing that. It's all going against Jason Rimington.
Yeah, that's going to be 2 breaks in this set. Yeah, one he's been dry. He's landed dry in the first one. Ross has broken. Ross has ended up dishing. And then in this one, he's been kicked twice and gone in off in the top bag. Another good break, and unfortunately, he's given Ross 1 free visit and 1 shot. It's not landed as perfect as Ross would have liked, but these reds are still there for the taking. Yep, he's absolutely perfect. Obviously, he wouldn't have liked to be as close to the cushion as he is, but he just needed to be at that side of the table. It gives him so many options. And the one at the top end, just beyond the baulk line, you can just drop that in. Things have just become a lot more easy for Ross in this one. Catching the breaks here. Unfortunately, Jason's break has been his biggest enemy in this match. Ross Fernie has punished him almost every single time. That is the tough nature of this game. Ross will probably take the 1 to the top. I think he'll take 1 to the top. Take the 1 to the middle and come back across. I think the 1 to the top. If he can just slide. Can he come through the gap? Is that where he's playing it? He is, yep.
Not bad.
Has he gone too far?
Looks like he's got a bit of an angle.
Should be okay.
Yeah, maybe not be able to draw this back. He might just have to leave a cue ball there.
He's jacking up here. Is he going top cushion? No, he's just stopped it. He was okay. He's had to leave a thin cut. He's took his medicine, guys. He's... How many times we all say, we just want a shot in that black. We just want to leave ourselves a shot. And so often we still try and do too much. Ross is just giving himself a shot. That's all he needs.
Yeah, makes another clearance look very, very easy, and he's one frame away from getting himself into the last 32.
I feel for Jason here, Mark. I really do. I know there's been a couple of errors here and there, but I really do feel for him. His break has, every time he's got a ball, he's had so much work to do, and then when he's not, he seems to be giving Ross good chances, and it really has been a tale of the break when it comes to Jason's game.
Yeah, things just haven't gone his way at all. There's the current world champion, Clint Jansen. He's in action, but Barry Lynn is at the table. Looks like it's the first frame.
That'll be a good game. Barry is a top player, and when he's on it, he can truly beat anyone. That'll be a good game.
Yeah, Clint's definitely got his work cut out there, especially if he wants to get on the way to defending his trophy, or at least getting it back to Nottingham somehow. He's going to have to beat Barry Lynn. Ross Fernie though. Cue ball, cue ball, cue ball.
Oh, it's gone again.
Yeah. As soon as it come off that cushion, you just see that running tracer run inside. You just knew it was going to pull in.
You can see it right now. It's a good view. The side was always carrying it home. Jason, I think the red balls are...
There's one for you. Latest score. Jake Dylan Newlove was 2 sets up. He's now 2-1 and he's 3-0 down in set number 4. Is that going to go to 2-2? Then Jake Dylan Newlove, he reeled off the first 2 sets in 50 minutes, remember. Is that going to go to 2? We'll keep you up to date with that. Carl Clark 2-0 up in sets against Thomas Vagvolgi from Hungary. Bob Wilson, he's beating our chairman Kevin Barton by 1-0, and he's 3-1 up in set number 2. Mark Farnsworth, that's 1 set apiece now against Craig Day, but Mark Farnsworth leading 3 frames to 2 in set number 3. Michael Tomlinson, he's beaten Jamie Farrell by 3-0. And he's done that in an hour and 40 minutes. Pretty good standard.
Yeah, that's
gotta say.
That's from some fantastic time to rhyme off 3 sets.
Yeah, so all our 64 matches are either completed or they are in progress. That last match, Clint Jansen and Barry Lynn, as we just watched very recently. And yeah.
Landed a bit awkward here, but he's got a nice angle that he can just drop out, so he's okay.
Still got a lot of work to do though, Jason. 3-1 down, 2-0 down. You feel like the pool gods need to come out and help him get back in this match. But yeah, get a set on the board, you never know, do you? Things can just change like that.
He took them well.
He's not out of it yet.
Nope, really composed finish. They were all there, but he mapped them out. The pattern was good. And considering a few of the finishes, the highlight reel finishes he's had to take, it was probably good for Jason just to get a straightforward A to Z finish on the board there, so he did well. And he's back in this set. There's a lot of pull to be played here. I know Ross is on the hill, but it's Jason to break, and he needs a good one, Mark. He needs a good one.
He's been striking him nice, you know. He's had him struck with really good pace, took pace off. He's tried a bit of everything, really. I don't know what to suggest to him. He just needs some help out there. He
Yeah.
does.
You mentioned the pool gods. He really does need them on his side here.
Things can change around. Is it going to change for Jason? Oh,
Oh, and there we go. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible how often, when you need things to go your way, Ross Fernie.
that's coming straight back to the middle part of the cushion.
Yep.
And he, as soon as he opens this up, it's all natural. Didn't have to do a lot with the cue ball here.
Yeah, it's incredible how often in this full entire match that the break from Jason has been so pivotal. It's he can't even go away and think about how often he's done anything wrong. It's really, the break off has been absolutely huge.
Yeah, you know, whether you can be critical, he's chasing finishes or whatever, but
Yep.
things have gone wrong for him. He's had to chase a finish because there's nothing else he can do.
Yep.
It's been one of them days for him.
Over to table
That is a
5.
fact.
Joby vote to table 5, please.
Ross just making sure that he kept the black in play. Don't want to knock it too close to the yellow there, and it's totally fine. It still goes into that right hand middle.
Spoke about Wade Morley, 2 sets up against Steve Thompson. He's now finding himself 3 frames to 2 behind in the final set.
For me, that is the advert for the set play.
Ruthless game. Evan
it's-
Perry-Williams is 2-2 now. So that's gone down to the final set as well. Wow.
It's incredible how often, I mean, as I say, this is my first time at the World Championships, and it's been a great experience so far, and I can't believe how often I have seen exactly that. 2-0 up, and all of a sudden you're in the last set with everything to play for.
Yeah, so Evan Perry-Williams and Jake Daniilov, it's all level again. They're into the final set. So it's anybody's. Anybody's.
Ross Fernie is 2 balls away from victory in this match.
Has he got enough room to pot the black, I think?
I think if he can get the white somewhere to where it is right now.
He won't be far off, will he?
Yep. Oh, and he's missed it in that bag again. This is unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable.
Wow, have the pool gods just turned up at the right time for Jason Rimington fans out there?
Yep.
That pocket has been the bane of his life.
Yep, it has.
He's not over the line yet. Not over the line. Somebody is over the line is Rob Wilson. He's beaten Kev Barton by 3-0. The match that kicked off at 3 o'clock. So Jason, and all you Jason Rimington fans out there, can he go on? Oh, this cue ball doesn't look
Stop,
good.
needs to stop.
Is he on it? I think he's okay, is he?
He's got a shot. He's got a shot.
Or does he play a safety? If he
Yeah.
hasn't got a pot. If he hasn't got a pot, there is a quite simple safety shot.
I think the
Yeah.
safety shot has, I mean, it's got so many rewards, going for a crazy finish, gifting a frame to Ross. Oh, has he left it?
Good cue.
think he's
Oh,
left
he's
it.
left this, but
He's left it.
that's careless. He
I'd-
could have played that with so much more
Yep.
pace. Has he really blocked out this black now? I don't think it's really moved that yellow that was stopping it. There's not much of an angle through there though, is there?
I think he's got to go cushion first here. Unless he can slide it with a touch aside, but he's went cushion first.
He's not hit it.
Shot.
He's not hit it.
He's got the whole side of the table to play into.
Surely he plays it off 2 cushions, you know, to come
exactly.
off the side cushion at least, because you leave yourself the double.
Yep, exactly. He's got so many options there, and being short
He's not thought about that at all, has he?
He's tried to be perfect, and
there's no need to.
No, exactly.
He's got a double on. I think he can just flick this, but can he flick a double in? He's tried.
Oh, he's done it.
He has done it.
Well done, Ross Fernie. Congratulations. It was not straightforward, guys. There was a lot of pouncing on the mistakes and the misfortune of Jason. I think Jason will feel hard done by, guys, in the sense of his break was the killer there. There was some fantastic pulls, some fantastic finishes, some highlight reel stuff that most of us would love to go back and watch. So Jason will definitely have a part to play in what everyone sees here, but it's Ross Fernie who is through to the last 32. As you can see, guys, Craig Marsh getting set for the next match. He will be on the TV very shortly. And Ross Fernie is the victor in the match we've just witnessed. And a fantastic match it was. It had plenty in it. Loads and loads of great stuff. We're going on to another match soon. And lucky Jason Rimington. As I said, some fantastic stuff. And we're going to pass over to Mark in the interview corner now. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. And here I am with Ross Fernie, the winner of that last match. And Ross, the way he started off in that match, he started off really, really strong, and then it got a little bit scrappy. Was things going through your mind? But you know, in the end, you got over the line.
Yeah, I felt really good, like you say at the start, and then I don't know, just started struggling a wee bit towards the end. Maybe just try to get over the line a wee bit quick, or I don't know. Jason's a really good player as well, so I'm just trying my best not to let him get back into the match. But no, I was quite happy the way I was playing, but just need to cut out a couple of daft mistakes. I think the table was playing like really slidey as well, so it was catching me out a little bit.
Well, brand new cloth, brand new cushions, always plays different to the outside of the tables, which, you know, most players do say that. You know, do you think that was a bit of a, you know, a struggle for yourself personally?
With certain shots it was, you know, like just sort of like wee screw back shots and that. I thought, you know, it was just gripping straight away, so it took a wee bit of time to get used to it, but nah, hopefully I can just keep it going for the next one.
And me and Stephen Walker, we commentated throughout your match there. We felt like Jason was really, really unlucky on some of his breaks where, you know, your break-off shots, everything just seemed to open up quite dreamily. Where, like, when it come down to Jason, it was always a tussle. You know, you've been in that situation before yourself, haven't you? Yeah,
nah, I thought I was hitting the break really well. Obviously, like, Jason was a wee bit unlucky, but and I had a couple of offs as well, you know, and he was the same. So, nah, it was just trying to get a good connection on them. They're splitting really well on the table, so I just try to hit them well and hope for the best.
But overall, a good performance, a good start. Do you feel like, you know, you can really go on to the latter stages in this competition? Who knows? Even be picking up this trophy come Saturday night.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan, mate. But, nah, just a match at a time, and I've got a really tough game. I think I've got the winner, Jake and Evan next, so you know it doesn't matter who comes through that. It's going to be a really tough match.
Well, that's gone to 2-2 now.
Oh, is it
that
2
was 2-0 up, and then now it's 2-2.
No, I'm going to have to put in a good performance to beat any of they two, and like you say, just strike it a match at a time, and you know, see what happens at the end.
Well, you are one match down already, and you're going to be back on at some point later on this evening, so I'm going to wish you the best of luck for that, and well played for your previous match there against Jason. Well
Cheers,
done.
Perfect.
So